Today we're going to be reviewing the Asus VIVO Tab RT. This is a 10-inch tablet. As its name implies, it runs under the Windows 8 environment. This model, the TF600T, is available on Amazon from $349 to $589. I realize that's a big gap in price, but that is what we're seeing on Amazon today. If you care, and I recommend that you do, to add the keyboard, it's $70 to $100. The installed storage capacity on this tablet is 32 gigabytes. It is available also in a 64 gigabyte version. You do have a micro SD slot for further storage. The processing speed of this tablet is running on the Tegra 3 at 1.3 gigahertz. It's a quad core. It's a very good processor. Most Asuses run with the Tegra 3. The installed memory on this tablet is 2 gigabytes, and that is DDR3, which is very, very good. 1.16 pounds for the tablet alone. If you add the docked keyboard, you bring the weight up to 2.5 pounds. You have a forward-facing camera at 2 megapixels and a rear-facing camera in the back at 8 megapixels. That's very common for the Asuses to have the nicer cameras. However, I will tell you that in tests with the camera on the Asus VIVO Tab, they're not the clearest pictures. They could be better. The screen resolution is 1366 by 768. That is a quality screen. Not quite that of the other Asuses. However, it is a decent quality. Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, that is Bluetooth 4, and GPS all available. You do have a micro HDMI slot found right here, and an expanding SD slot for your storage right here. There is an adapter on the Asus that allows you, and your release on your keyboard is found right over here. You can release your keyboard. Found underneath the tablet are your 2 slots, and with that adapter you can use this as a standard USB. That is a nice feature considering the tablet does not come pre-installed with a USB port. The reason that they do not use the USB ports on the Asus tablets is its narrow profile. One of the most narrow profiles you will find, as well as that very, very sharp beveled edge. The tablet is brushed aluminum. It's very high quality. It is a decent looking tablet. You have rubber pegs on the keyboard. Your hinged back is right here, which is a departure from the other Asus tablets. I am not a big fan of this particular hinge design. I feel it is somewhat weak. Asus uses their standard pin charger adapter, which also is USB if you unplug it. You have standard software of Office Suite, which is very nice to have. It is a light version, but yet it is nice to have. And if you've opened up Word or Excel on the RTs, you'll find that they're very nicely suited. The drawbacks to the tablet, and I believe that there are many, is quirky. It's very quirky. Sometimes you plug something in, it doesn't immediately recognize it. But this is a sign that you're going to have to get used to. This app cannot run on this computer. Why? Well, it is Windows 8. If you try running some of your favorite programs, you're going to see this often. I tried loading 5 different programs, only one of which actually loaded. Otherwise, I get this. This app cannot run on this computer. Now, having said that, let's look at the pros, because it is Asus, and if you have listened to any of my other videos, you know I am a fan of Asus, and I so much want to like this tablet. However, I do not. let me explain that it does have some nice features. Battery life with the attached keyboard is 14 hours. That is extremely long. That is of light to moderate use. However, that is very long. On the tablet alone, you should get about 8 hours of continuous use. Again, that is a nice feature. The sound built into the Asus VIVO Tab RT is superior to many other tablets. So as far as your sound and your battery life, extremely good. It is a quality tablet, and when I say quality, I am not talking about its operating system. I am talking about the Asus quality built into the tablet. It is a quality tablet. I find the keyboard a little quirky. However, I would not use this tablet without it. Even with its drawbacks, I would continue to use it. As far as other nice features, it's slim design. It is lighter than most other tablets. When you disengage the tablet from the keyboard, again, you're only looking at 1.16 pounds. When you compare that to the other Asuses, and when you compare that to the Google Nexus 10 or even the iPad 4, this is a much lighter tablet. Same screen size, much lighter tablet. You do lose screen resolution. You do not gain any quality with going with this tablet over those other tablets I've already mentioned. The components built into this tablet are top-notch. It is a quality built tablet. Now, having said that, its drawbacks. Apps. Windows 8 does not offer many apps. If you've been on the Windows 8 App Store, you will find that there is very little available. Now, certainly in the next year or two, as Windows as Microsoft develops more apps and more companies come in and decide that they want to support Microsoft, there will be more apps. But today, very few choices. Also, Windows 8 falls short of Android as well as Apple's iPad 4 in its operating environment. Performance should be better considering the quality of this unit, but it is not. No built-in USB port, not even a micro one. You do have to use the adapter, so please don't lose it. Once connected to the keyboard, however, you do have a standard size USB port. Now, when I plugged into that USB port, sometimes I would have instant results, and the computer would, or the tablet would immediately recognize it, as it does on most Windows operating systems. However, every once in a while it became frustrating because I would have to restart the tablet in order for the device to be recognized. That is a real drawback. Also, the hinge design. On the other Asus tablets, the hinge is located right on the top up here, and it's built in, its quality, and it runs the length of the tablet. This is located underneath, and it's only encompasses about this much space. I feel it is weak, and when you actually move it, I don't know if you can see, it really does feel as though it's inferior. Having said all of that, there is a place for this tablet. If you already are very familiar with Windows 8 and don't mind the frustrating operating system, the depth at which you have to click and move and navigate through the various levels in order to accomplish something, then you'll probably like this tablet. If you're like me, I do not like that. I like to be able to touch what I want to do, and I want it to happen immediately. I do not want layers, and I do not want to see this. This app cannot run on this computer. Now, having said all of that, this is the Asus VIVO Tab RT10. I normally would give an Asus product, as I said earlier, a thumbs up because I am an Asus man. I cannot do so on the Asus VIVO Tab RT. I think that you have a fantastic product in the Asus quality. You have a poor operating system. Consequently, I give it a thumbs down. The Asus VIVO Tab RT10 TF600T.